Welcome, beautiful yogis. Okay, so today we are by the beach again. The ocean is roaring. This morning we had a storm here last night, so today the ocean is very loud and very vocal, but we are going to use that to do a bit more of a stronger practice today. Now, welcome to my channel, Theodoros Pathis. As always, please modify and adjust your poses as you need to. Sometimes you feel great, sometimes the body's a little bit more sore. We need to give a little bit more support and love. So please don't be scared, even though you're doing this from home, to just rest whenever you need to, or even go up a little bit more if you would like to. Okay, so get your mats out, ground your feet. Let's come towards the top of the mat. Spread your toes nice and wide, and really ground the corners of your feet. Today, we're going to bring the palms together in prayer. Close your eyes. Press your palms firmly together. Let's start to take some nice big deep breaths in. So as you are from your living room or from your homes or wherever you are watching this, I want you to close your eyes, and as you inhale, take in the energy of this ocean. And as you exhale, you release any stress, any discomfort with where you are. Right, so breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So draw in power, courage. Breathe out any stress and any worry. A few more breaths. Grounding through the soles of your feet into this earth and raising the head towards the heavens above. We're going to take one more big deep breath in. Breathe it out. All right, open the eyes, bring your palms together up over your head, reaching tall. I'm getting kissed by mozzies right now. As you exhale, let's forward fold. Bending the knees ever so slightly, lowering the head towards the mat. Halfway lift, breathe it in, head forward. Exhale, let's forward fold again. So for me, it's morning. I'm going to be a little bit more gentle. So breathe in, halfway lift, as the body starts to warm up and loosen. Good, lower and release. Let's do one more halfway lift. Breathe it in. Bring those hands onto the mat. Step back into your plank. Now, as mentioned, you can always modify. So if you need to, drop down to the knees as your back and your core awakens. Otherwise, pressing the heels back, pressing that floor away from you. Good. We're going to do baby chaturangas, so not even halfway down. So you're going to keep the elbows in lower and then push back up. Lower, push back up, just to activate your core a little bit more and get those arms working this morning. Good, let's go for 3. Push it off for 2. And one more. All right, lower the chest onto the mat. Take your legs about as wide as your mat is. Elbows in, lift and lengthen. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Squeeze and contract your buttocks. Keep breathing. So we don't want to use the shoulders. Pull those elbows in, shoulders away from those ears. Take one more breath. And release, come into your downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide. Alternate one heel up and down as you awaken the feet, the backs of the heels. That's it, good. Warming up, breathe. That's it, good. Maybe moving the hips side to side. Whatever feels good here. Good, spread your fingers nice and wide so your palms are pressing firmly into the mat. Again, lifting up and down. Breathe. So with the ocean sound in the background of this video today, it will help to ground you no matter where you are in the world. Take it. 2 more breaths. Just keep walking your feet in place, lifting up and down at a time. Good. Okay, what we're going to do is bend the knees, look forward to where your hands are. Bring your right foot between those hands, drop the back knee, bring your arms to the sky, palms reaching each other, and relax those shoulders. Breathe it in, breathe out, dropping the hips forward so you're feeling that stretch in the front of your left hip thigh region. 2 more breaths. Good. Bring your left hand down to the floor, take the fingers towards the ceiling. Oh God, ceiling. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Drop the right shoulder down and twist from the side of the body. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. Good. Bring those palms to the floor. Step back into your plank. All right, we're going to do again our little baby chaturangas. Sorry, my mozzies. Okay, lower down, push back up. Lower, push back up. Good. Keep the spine long, belly in. Good, let's do 3 more. Remember, you can do this from your knees. Good, and lower the chest all the way down. Come into your cobra again, breathe it in. Lift and lengthen. And release back down. Okay, downward facing dog. Again, let's walk the feet in place, lifting one heel up and down at a time. Breathe it in and breathe it out. 1 more breath. Good. Bend those knees. Look forward. Step the left foot between the hands. Come up into your low lunge. Arms reaching up. Relax your shoulders. Breathe it in and breathe out. Two more breaths. Keep dropping the hips through. And now bring your right hand to the mat, twist open to your left. Pull the fingers up and draw that left shoulder back. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. 1 more breath here. Now, as you can see, my toes at the back are tucked. Some people like to have their foot relaxed. I prefer to have a little bit more stability. Again, it's just preference. Bring those hands down. Back into plank. We'll do 1 more of our little baby chaturangas. Let's go for 5. Push. 4. 3. I just got sprayed. 2. 1 more. And lower back down. Open up, cobra. Breathe it in. Shoulders back. And press back into down dog. Again, let's walk it out. Last time of these little walkouts that I will cue you anyway. Right, so when you walk it out, you'll be feeling a little bit more through each sole of the foot, through each heel, through each calf and hamstring. And if you swing those hips a little bit more to the side, you might even feel a bit more through the glutes. So if you have tight sciatica, if you're sitting down for long periods of time, that little sway of the hips can actually be quite beneficial. All right, let's bend those knees. We're going to look forward, step the feet towards the front of the mat. From here, forward fold. Let's come up to mountain pose. Big deep breath in, palms together. Tuck that tailbone, exhale, release, hands to heart center. Take your feet a little bit wider and let's go into your hip circles. 5 to 7 each direction. Swinging around. Breathe. Big circles. Okay, bring your feet closer together and let's come into your awakening of the feet. Breathe. All right, spread your toes and rising up onto the balls of the feet and back down onto the heels. Few more rounds. Now, I have a tendency to roll my feet out, so I do make a point to use the big toes to help awaken and strengthen those inner arches. Nice. All right, grounding your feet. Let's go into your ankle rolls next. 5 to 7 circles each way. Keep breathing. Circling around. And change sides. Take your time with this. Get into a rhythm of big circles to help move the ankles and also to help stabilize that joint. All right, let's bring those feet back down, hip width apart, lifting tall, hands to heart center. One more time, big deep breath in. We're gonna sit back into chair. So knees behind your toes. Lift the head nice and tall, shoulders back. Option to extend the arms forward, otherwise keep your hands to your heart center. If there's shoulder pain, just bring the arms maybe into a bit more of a bent position. If you do have heart conditions, it is advised not to have your arms up over your head for too long. So again, you can keep your hands to your heart center. So pressing those hips back, lifting your chest, breathing it in, breathing it out. 3 more breaths here. Good. Extending your spine, keep your head up. Nice work. Inhale, release. Exhale, come into your forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Step back into your plank, lower the chest to the floor, chaturanga. Open up cobra, breathe it in. Shoulders back, and exhale, down dog. All right, we're gonna move a little bit from here. Inhale, right leg to sky. Hold your 3-legged dog. Keep pressing, left heel down, right leg up. Left heel down, right leg up. One more breath, lift and lengthen. Now look between the hands, step the foot between them and come up into your high lunge. Arms reach to the sky, drop the hips, belly in for 3, for 2, and 1. We're gonna bring right hand back, left arm forward. So, a bit of a challenging balance. Depending on how tight your shoulders are, really depends on how far you twist. The palms are open, reaching the arms away from each other. Drop a little bit further and try to maintain shoulders over those hips. 1 more breath. Bring your left hand to the mat. High lunge with a little twisted variation. Breathe. Keep the back heel pressing away for 3, for 2, and 1. Reach the arm forward, back into your plank, nice and strong. Chaturanga, open up cobra. Back into down dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, press the right heel down and keep working on that rhythm. Lift and lengthen. Lift and lengthen. 1 more breath here. And look forward, step the foot between the hands. Come up strong, high lunge, breathe. Relax your shoulders, belly in. 1 more breath. Take your left arm back, right arm forward. Hold your pose. Now, with the other side, I forgot to cue you that if you need more balance, just look to the floor, or you can always look ahead of you. As your balance builds and your confidence builds, you turn your head back. Keep breathing. Bring that right hand down. Come into your twist. Pressing the floor away from you. Breathe. Press that back heel away. And inhale, hands to the mat, into your plank. Chaturanga, elbows in. Open up cobra. Exhale, down dog. Good, let's go again. Inhale, right leg to sky. Hold your pose. As you exhale, lengthen the left heel down. Inhale, keep lifting. Exhale, keep lengthening. 1 more breath. Inhale, look forward. Step the foot between your hands. Come up into your high lunge again. Reach the arms to sky. Drop those hips. Take 1 more breath. And then reach the right hand back, left arm forward. Breathe. Bring the left hand to the mat. This time, swoop your right arm forward. Extended lunge here. Press your back heel away and twisting to face the sky. Breathe. Nice work. Hands to the mat, back into your plank. Chaturanga. Open up, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. Pressing that right heel down. So breathing in, lift. Breathing out, lengthen. Take one more breath here. And look forward, step it through. Come up into your high lunge. Reach high. Sink those hips. Take one more breath. Reach the left arm back, right arm forward. Breathe. Inhale, right hand to the mat. Come into your lunge. Extend your fingertips forward, extended. Position here. Good. Feel the stretch in between each of those left ribs. One more breath. And releasing. Hands to the mat. One more round. Plank. Chaturanga. Open up, cobra. And back into down dog. Take one more full breath in. And big sigh out through the mouth. Start one more time. Big deep breath in. And let it go. Come into a quick little child's pose. Drop your head down, either onto the mat or onto your hands, as I'm going for a variation this morning. And let your back soften and settle back into your child's pose. A few more breaths. So just bringing that heart rate back down. We're going to take one more big deep breath in. And big sigh out, let it go. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, relax those shoulders. Nice work. All right, let's come back into downward facing dog. Lifting up. And lengthen, pressing the chest back towards those thighs. Take one more breath. Good. Rising up onto the tippy toes. Look forward. Walk your feet towards the top of your mat, or wherever your feet can go. Ground your feet and come into a forward fold. Grab hold of the backs of those legs. Keep lengthening, head down and chest over those thighs. Now, if your legs feel a little tight this morning, just bend your knees. Focus on the length of your body down the legs, more so than your legs being straight. Right, you'll get more of a benefit from having opposed to legs straight, and you're rounding that back. So pancaking. How to create space. One more breath here. Look ahead of you. Big deep breath in. Take your arms wide. Palms together up over your head. And exhale, release, hands down by your side. All right, take those feet slightly apart. Hands onto your hips. Bend your knees a little. We're going to step left leg back. High lunge. Bring your arms to the sky. Big deep breath in. Keep going. Left arm back. Right arm forward. Warrior two. Bend into your position. Now, if there's any shoulder pain, feel free to have your elbows bent. Otherwise, reaching fingertips away from you. Tuck that tailbone under. Sink a little bit more deeply. We're going to come into reverse warrior. So inhale. Right hand reaches up. Left hand reaching down the back of your leg. Now you can either stay reaching towards the sky or reaching it back. Bend a little bit further. Keep breathing. Holding. One more breath. Straightening your front knee. Straighten, straighten, straighten. And inhale, release. Come into triangle pose. Right hand inside of your shin bone. Left arm to sky. Turn your body open. So you can rest onto the shin bone if you like. You might not be on the shin. You might be a little bit higher up. That's fine. But tuck that tailbone under. One more breath here. And then inhale, bring those hands back to the mat, back into down dog. Drop down to your knees, keep your toes tucked under. We're going to come into thunderbolt pose. Close your eyes, focus on the breath. So toes are tucked, sitting all the way back onto the heels. If this is just too much for you today, just come up onto the knees. All right, so sit back to your position, relax your shoulders. When you first start this one, you think, oh my goodness, what is this torture? But as you progress, your muscles will shift, your muscles will start to lengthen. And I'm not saying this is going to become comfortable or easy, but it will definitely not feel as challenging. 3 more deep breaths. The feet have so many pressure points, so many meridian points to connecting to all of our organs and systems, that this is such a beneficial pose, as is awakening of the feet. All right, let's release. Tap the tops of the feet onto the mats. Let's do a few ankle rolls here. Sit circling around. Let's do both directions. Keep breathing. All right, and lift up back into down dog. Look forward, step your feet to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. And again, come up to mountain pose. Big deep breath in, palms together. Exhale, release, hands down. All right, feet again, slightly apart. Hands onto those hips. Bend your knees, right leg back. Swoop the arms up. Sink into your lunge. Now we open up, warrior two. Hey, you might need to take the back foot a little further away. Draw the shoulders back, breathe. Keep holding, one more breath here. And reverse that warrior. Reach it up and extending back. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Keep reaching those fingertips. Bend a little bit more into that left knee. One more breath here. Extend your front leg, reaching it. Nice. Inhale, release. Come into your triangle pose. Keep the spine long. Extend your arms away from one another. Breathe. Turn the side of the ribs as much as you can towards the ceiling. And if there's any neck pain, look to the floor. Or if you prefer, you can look sideways or alternatively looking up. 2 more breaths. And then release those hands down, bend your front knee, step back, and then drop the knees one more time onto the mat. Okay, so I have a really thin mat, so I'm gonna fold my mat to give my knees a bit more support. Now, I do offer this suggestion to all of my classes in person, because sometimes the floor, I've got concrete, but you might have wood, you might have tiles wherever you are. Fold the mat, or at least maybe place a cushion or pillow underneath the knees. We're gonna come into camel pose next. So my toes are tucked under. You do not need to have them like that. You can have them more in a relaxed position. So bring your hands back behind you. For some of you, this will be enough as it is. We're going to press away from the mat. Lift and lengthen. So variation of your camel. Shoulders pulling back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Keep squeezing and contracting your buttocks here. If you're able to, you can maybe bring those hands onto the ankles and press even further. 3 more breaths. Tuck your chin in, slowly release. Come back onto your all fours. A few more ankle rolls again, just 2 to 3 each way. 1 more downward facing dog. So what we're going to do in down dog, if your wrists are okay, take your feet as wide as your mat, and we're going to bring the hands a little bit closer to one another. Okay. So pressing the right palm firmly into the floor or into your mat, take your left hand and wrap it around the outside of your right calf. So you're pressing the chest back. So there's a lot of stability here through that right shoulder. Now look underneath your right armpit. Try to twist a little further round. One more breath. Inhale, release, back to center. This is a little bit challenging. So again, work to your level. So right hand reaches around the left calf. Now if it's up high, that's great. If it's maybe a little bit lower beneath the knee or maybe close to the ankle, focus on the twist and pressing firmly away from the mat. Look underneath your left armpit. One more breath. Pull down and release those hands back down. Drop down onto your knees. Okay, slowly come onto your bottoms. Bring your legs out in front. Okay. Shake those legs up and down, side to side. Get into your hips. All right, soles of the feet together for your butterflies. Now, I'm holding onto my ankles today, but you can hold onto the feet if you prefer, or wherever works for you. Shoulders relaxed, keep your spine tall. Few more breaths, lifting and lengthening. Nice work. Great. Okay, bring those feet back out, shake the legs. I like to really move the feet to get right into the hips. So sometimes people just up, down, really try to rotate those hips. Okay, we're gonna come into a bit of a back bend. Again, just be mindful of your wrists. If this doesn't work for you, you can just stay on the floor. So option one, without going in any further, is you're gonna stay on the mat. So you're gonna press the floor away from you, open the shoulders back, and really stretching through the chest. Now my hands can face any direction that works for my wrists and my shoulder mobility. Okay, so you might need to have your hands turned out, pushing away, or you might prefer to have your fingers tracking forward, pushing away. That doesn't matter. It's about pushing and holding. So this is option one. Those of you wanting to go a little bit more, you're going to press the left hand firmly into the mat. You're gonna swoop your hips up and reach right arm back, and then release, come back down. Make sure the hand is underneath your shoulder. Lift up, swoop left arm, reach it back, and come back down. You can try, and if it doesn't work, just stay with option one. So we're gonna breathe, push, and lengthen. You are lengthening regardless of your variation. Bring those hips back down. Swoop, and lifting. Contract those buttocks. Good. So as you can see, I am pushing from one hand at the moment, but if you prefer, push with both hands and then extend. Okay, we're gonna do one more to each side. So pressing, lengthening, and breathing. Last one. Breathe, and release. Excellent. Rely on your back, bring your hands to the sky. We're gonna do some wrist rolls, circling around, both directions. And then shake out those hands. Let's come into your knees to your chest, big toes touching, rock side to side. Okay, we're gonna come next into your inversion. So option one, if you don't want to lift the legs up over your head, that's fine. Option one is you're going to come into your bridge pose. And so you can go for a bit more of a bind. So clasping your hands and pressing them into the mat. So you're not letting your back soften, you are actively working your back. This is option one, okay? So option one is bridge pose. Otherwise, if you're able to, long legs, lift up and over your head. Okay, so I'm just bringing the elbows in a bit closer. Keeping space between my ears and shoulders and reaching the feet back over the head. So option one is your bridge pose. Option two here is your plow pose. Wherever you are, keep the neck nice and long and using the backs of the arms to lift up. Your breath is the most important element here. few more breaths. All right, when you're ready, slowly roll the spine down, release any binds, and bring your legs back down onto the mats. Shake them out. Good. All right, I'm going to shuffle back up onto my mat. Okay, so from here, bring your right knee in towards your chest, hug it in. Breathe. Slowing everything down now. And take the right arm out, come into your spinal twist. Keep the left hand onto the knee just to give you a little bit more security here. And using just a very gentle pull for that knee to draw to the floor. Keep the shoulder, the right shoulder, on the ground more so than the knee touching the floor. So if you're twisting and the arm lifts, come back. Turn your head back towards your right hand. And slowly inhale, release. Come back to center, shake it out. To the other side, hug your left knee in. Extending your right leg away. Let's open out the left arm. And as you exhale, take the knee across, softening with every breath. Allowing your muscles to relax here, regardless of how tight you might feel during this practice. Or just day to day, just keep focusing on the breath. When you focus on how tight you are, you actually become more frustrated. So just let go a little bit of that frustration. I've been there, I empathize, I sympathize. But the more that you can drop back into your breath, the more you just let go. All right, gently come back to center. Release your legs down. All right, final little stretch here. Bring your palms together. Sorry, bring your hands over your head, not palms together. Interlace your fingers and now flip the palms away from you. Nice long extension. Bring your legs together and long. If this doesn't feel good for your back, then feel free to bend your knees. We are going to stretch out here as much as possible. Breathe. Keep stretching, keep lengthening. So just feel all of your spine just release from all of that tension from maybe sitting or standing a lot throughout the day. So any discomfort that you might have along your spinal column, and just feel everything just have a breather. Airways are open, so breathe that in. One more breath. And as you exhale, release those arms down, shake your arms and legs out. Turn your head side to side. Okay, we're going to come into our final meditation for the practice. Feel free to stay in Shavasana. I'm going to come up into a seated position. Now, whether you're seated or lying down, it doesn't matter, just as long as your spine is long. Now, wherever you are, place one hand onto the heart, one hand onto the belly, and connect with your breath. Soften the face, and just breathe. Enjoy the sounds of the ocean and allow it with that visualization that what comes in as you breathe in is courage, is strength, is joy, is happiness, and whatever you breathe back out, so as the ocean draws back out, it takes with it anything that no longer serves you. So continue to release whatever it is that is ready to go. Could be the thoughts of the day, could be something that happened yesterday, could be the expectations or pressures you place on yourself. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like. And when you do complete your practice today, always remember that you are enough, that you are amazing, that you truly are divine, that you're worthy and deserving of everything that your heart is drawn towards, and that whatever lights up within you, move towards that more so. And in every single way, you are divinely guided and shielded, always and in always. Keep shining your light bright. Until next time, thank you for joining me on this channel, Theodoros Bathos. Until next time, namaste.